So I started taping this, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I'm already at 3 minutes, and I barely even got through anything. So I should probably redo this, make it a little quicker. I'm going to be recording just different segments throughout my birth, being parents, seeing Morgan, and obviously losing Morgan. Mainly for family who I really haven't spoke to, who I haven't been able to kind of explain the whole story of what happened, and also for myself for later down the road, and maybe my grief journey, I don't know, but that's what I'm doing it for. So we'll start with the birth. I went into labor on the 28th of July. I knew the night before, I think I knew, I felt like I knew that I was going into labor the next day because I just had some kind of weird discharge, I guess you would call it, which I thought at the time was my water. I later come to realize that was my mucus plug, but I just went to bed and said if I wake up with contractions, I wake up with contractions. This was like midnight, so at like 5:30 in the morning the next day on the 28th, I woke up with pretty strong contractions. I had gone to the bathroom. I kind of wrote it out for an hour laying in bed, and at that point I had woke Jacob up. It was about 6:30, and let him know, hey, I think I'm going into labor. He didn't really wake up, he kind of did. It wasn't until I got off the phone with the doctor and I had that on speaker and he heard the doctor tell me, yeah, I should probably come in, that he actually got out of bed. He got a shower, I got a shower, and in the shower, now if you knew me at all, the whole pregnancy, my thing was I really don't want to get an epidural if I don't have to get one. And during the shower, I realized I'm gonna get one. Contractions were already so strong, and I had just started. So I did my hair, I got dressed, we got in the car, made sure all of our bags were packed. Jacob had taken them down while I was in the shower, and I said goodbye to my family who was there at the moment staying with us. And I got in the car. We got McDonald's because I knew I wasn't going to eat, and we got to the hospital. I could barely walk in the doors with contractions. Signed in at the front desk, went to the labor and delivery unit where they put us in triage. Were kind of monitoring me to see, because at the time when I got there was only about 1.5 centimeters. So they were like, yeah, I don't know if we're quite ready yet. We're going to keep you for 2 hours. And if you kind of move along, we'll keep you. If not, we're going to send you home. So they monitored me for like 30 minutes just to make sure baby was okay and I was okay, making sure I'm having contractions at that point, which I was. So they unhooked me from everything, gave me some pain medication, and had me walk the hallway. Now, if you know WellSpan labor and delivery, you know it's just one long hallway with rooms, and the nurse's station is right in the middle. So we had gone down the hallway. I had a contraction at the very end of the hallway where the windows are, and I sat down in the chair that was there for like 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and I had stood up because I was having another contraction and I was leaning on Jacob, and this one was extremely painful. This one really set me back. I was getting really nauseous from the pain, so I started walking back down to triage, where I made it to the room and vomited all over the trash can. After that, the nurses kind of came in and were like, okay, I'm going to talk to the doctor. I really don't want to send you home in this much pain, regardless of where you're at. So let me go talk to the doctor. At that point, I had stood up. I was going to go to the bathroom to rinse my mouth out, and my water broke all over the floor. So that was really crazy. And then I'm going to get to the next part where I actually go into the room.